Morning, everybody. To the CR&E Morning Brew, Thursday, March 2nd. How in the world has it already been a month since Groundhog Day was February 2nd? So, yeah. All right. How does everything sound so far? Let me see here. Who was first? Hey, Train Free. Jason, what's up, buddy? Definitely going to talk to you after the show, get some ideas. Hopefully, I'll show you guys a little bit what I've been trying to work on here. Tammy and Ray, good morning, guys. Bernard C, good morning. Cheers. Okay, Jason, Jason probably at work, so. John Prescott, good morning to you, sir. Rich Railroad, how you doing? There's Artie. What's up, buddy? Oh, I don't want a toothache. You can have that. Or two? Oh, man. Dude, go get those teeth fixed. That's got to be, to me, that's got to be one of the worst pain is tooth pain. So look at this train to run. In my opinion, it's just, you can't get rid of it. Just can't get rid of it. All right, Bernard, poke you across the face. That'll fix those teeth. Hey, bye, Grandpa Rails. That's okay, man. Enjoy your day. Hopefully you have a good work day. Thanks for stopping in anyways and saying hello. John Bernicki. John, come on, buddy. You did that little Sparky thing the other day, which is great. That's an amazing looking layout behind you. You've got to do some more showing of that off, buddy. At least, like you said, at least we know how to pronounce your name. I'll probably still mess it up, but so yeah, but I'd love to see more of that or what your plans are. And it looks like it's a nice start to a really nice layout. Let's see what else we got in here. Let's go. Hey, there's Lee. Good morning, Lee, or good afternoon for you. She's been 2 days digging out here. 3 back. Wow. We literally have nothing here. It was like 50-some degrees yesterday. It's been a very strange winter here. My wife did say something about there's supposed to be another storm coming through sometime in early March now. But she said it looks like it might miss Cleveland, hit more of New York. I don't know, though. Joe Rader. Joe, you might be excited. I'm going to start to build the cement plant. I'm going to kind of use some of your photos that you shared with me and I took of your cement plant. And it's not going to be to that massive size. I mean, if anybody hasn't seen Joe's layout, I don't know where you've been, but especially his cement plant, it's huge. It's about 8 feet long, but I don't know how wide. I don't know how many buildings are in there, but it's massive. So I started to do some work on the kit, some painting of it, a couple little things put together, nothing major. Just in the shed there. Put the silos together, put some puttying in the seams. I gotta paint that all up. Still, you make these things. Welders just drives me nuts, man. Love them. There's nobody else that really makes kits for the most part. There is, but there isn't. They make that so hard. It could be so much more simple than what they do. Already, that was pretty cool. I'm surprised they let you out of the jail car. It was a pretty cool video you did. You probably felt right at home there. I'm just kidding, buddy. Anthony Dodge, good morning. All right, let's see if I caught up or I'm not caught up. Something sounds painful. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I love when guys model like snow. That's tough too. I mean, it's kind of like fall. If you don't get it right, it's going to it's not going to look right. Railroad enthusiast. Good morning. Oh, thank you. I'm going. It's going good here. Oh, sounds good in Chris. Good. Okay, good. Probably should check that first and then go back and look at the chat. I ask you guys how it sounds and I don't check it. Hey, Gary. ELSDP 45. Rummy Rail, good morning to you. Well, I guess afternoon over there. Thanks for coming in. To the left, the model train of yours is moving. Yeah, it's moving. It's going to come back around here in a minute. You see it crossing the bridge. So turn the camera a little bit. This camera's kind of giving me a little bit of grief. Not the camera, but the stand I have it on. You don't really need to see my big fat head. I'm not that exciting to look at. Syracuse Rail fan, how are you? There's my buddy Jimmy. Jim, I haven't even messed with those. Come on. I hope it's not going to be one of those morning guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's his computer or the internet or what here, but I've been having some rough goes with it lately. And I don't really know why. I was messing around this morning trying to add a longer USB strip in. It kept saying it wouldn't recognize it and this and that. So I had to go back to my smaller one, which is fine, but I wanted to add another camera onto it. And I can't really do that until I can figure that out. As Jim, I was starting to say, I haven't even messed with those passenger car interiors or the cars yet, but thanks again. They look great. John says you will see what he can do about I'm hopefully posting some videos. And yeah, I think a lot of guys would like to see that, especially you give us a little teaser, a little sneak peek. So I know I'd like to see more of it. Another storm there Friday. And you're just inside the Michigan line, right? You're not that far up above Toledo, right? So I don't know if it's going to go north of Cleveland and hit New York more. Yeah. Rail enthusiasts here in Ohio, especially Cleveland, we usually get a decent amount of snow, pretty cold all winter, gray. It has just been really weird this year. It's been an extremely mild winter. Temps have fluctuated, but for winter time, they have not been bad. Most of February was probably, I'd say, an average of 40, upper 30s to mid 40s. A few days maybe in the 20s. I think we had 1 or 2 days down in the teens maybe. The only cold, really snowy weather I feel like we have is near Christmas or just before, like early December. We got a couple of storms like back to back. The 1 week, and then again the next week. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day was around 5 degrees, 6 degrees. Other than that, really been quiet up there, man. I'm not complaining, believe me. It has been kind of windy though. Notice that. Let me know if the trains are too loud, especially when they come by. Right now, I don't feel like I'm competing with them too much, but let me know. The lottery here at the moment. We don't know what we're gonna get. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Like in the spring for us, you could be in a winter coat and hat and snow in the morning, and then like a couple Sundays ago, last Sunday, I think there was maybe a half an inch to an inch of snow on the ground overnight. That's a lot of snow, but by mid morning it melted off. It was a 40 something that day. But it dropped overnight, and the rain turned to snow. No joke, no joke. You gonna show that off, or did you? And I missed it. I my boss came up to me Monday when I worked. No, last week, Friday, and I guess they're short a little bit on Tuesday of this week. She asked me if I would take tomorrow off, Friday this week off, and work Tuesday. So I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and for those of you that know, I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday usually, and not that I'm just not used to doing three 12 days in a 12-hour days in a row. I mean, some of you guys might laugh if I do 5 12s like I used to do years ago. But that's fine, Tammy. I just appreciate you watching or listening even. See, Mom, the range 30 cars in lane. Oh, wow. Okay. Ray Burleson, good morning. Hi, Goldfish Office. How are you? Good to see you in here. Wait a minute. Train freaks working while I listen. Says high tornado risk here today. Okay. You guys get a lot of tornadoes down that way, Jason? Are you kind of on that tornado alley or whatever? Like, was it like Oklahoma, Texas Panhandle? Is that what the tornado alley is? That could be wrong. Hey, derailed Darrow. What's going on, bud? Hey, sorry, man. Oh, you texted me last night. I was just getting ready to say I was done. I was trying to listen in with Plumber and the guys and you guys on the Wednesday stream, Capture Wednesday, and I was barely able to wake enough just to see when somebody came in to say hi to him. I really wasn't participating. I was so zoned, and then I fell asleep on the couch and went to bed. Yeah, man, that's what I was saying, Gary. It's been nice here for wintertime. I mean, usually we're digging out of feet upon feet of snow. Jason, I'm sure you've seen the train tornado derailment video some time ago on YouTube. Wind can be ugly. Oh, yeah. No doubt. I mean, I know it blows trucks over. Without doubt. And that's just high winds. It don't have to be tornadoes. I remember I don't know if it was a tornado or close to a tornado size wind. Probably in the early 2000s. I remember when I was still driving with Cisco delivering to some places. And the one place to go to, they had a lot of trailers out front. And they're like dominoes, man. Boom, boom, boom. All like knocked over into each other. There's that Lincoln Electric here in Cleveland. It's in Euclid, Ohio, actually, outside of Cleveland. Arkansas sits on the eastern edge of Tornado Alley and the western edge of Dixie Alley. Oh, wow. So you're kind of sandwiched. Never know what you're going to get. Yeah. Yeah, just keep it there. We'll come get it. No worries. All right, Jason. I appreciate you listening. Looks like I'm finally caught up. All right. So this morning, now I don't have a link to his Teespring store, but he did finally make one. And our good buddy Anthony at Georgia Sunbelt. So he sent me a coffee cup from his Teespring account, which you guys will be able to order from. I can get the link to come up. I can get Teespring up. I just can't figure out how to search for somebody's store. He went, yeah, I had just gotten up, Daryl. I saw your text, so I texted you back. So he went down to Texas to visit family. When I was there visiting him in Maryland, he made this pecan coffee. So he brought me back a couple bags of this. I don't know what this brand is necessarily. He gets it at one of the local grocery stores down there. He brought me a couple bags of this stuff back. The guy's awesome. Medium body, creamy caramel, and Texas pecan flavors. 100% Arabica coffee. Medium roast. So, yeah, thank you, Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. And, yeah, you guys go check out his Teespring if I could find it. I was trying to do that earlier, too. My stupid computer's giving me a hard time. But I couldn't figure out how to actually find his link to, like, his Teespring store. He said it's just under Georgia Sunbelt. He just texted me yesterday. He's heading back down to Georgia. He had a family member that passed away. So he's gonna be he's gonna be dark for a little bit here. Teespring says it's operational under Georgia Sunbelt. He hasn't tried to go in as a guest yet, so if anyone wants to try that, let's see if it works. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the whole house smells amazing from brewing this. My wife came out of the bedroom. She's like, "What is that wonderful smell?" I said, "Well, that coffee Anthony sent me? Let's give it a try." I know I love it. I drank the heck out of it down there when I was at his house last fall. Digger Evans, Mono Railway. Good morning. Or good afternoon for you. You aren't wrong. Anthony is. I can't say enough good stuff about Anthony. He's just an amazing guy in all kinds of ways. I mean, he's a smart guy. He's just awesome. Very gracious, kind. I mean, I wouldn't cross him. But he's a great guy. Can't wait to get back down there and see him again. Looks like I might be going down, Joe, for the show in April. Was it the end of April, 28, 29, something like that? Last night was Plumber, right? It was Plumber. But Artie was up there and Thomas. And then I believe right before I fell asleep, Daryl was up there as well. I don't know if anybody else came in, but I know those four I did see. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I love good barbecue, man. Thomas, the post-sport train guy. Good morning. I have a rare wooden nickel plate, number 587. Huh. Interesting. Find all kinds of interesting stuff there, buddy. I don't know how you get it, but you find it. That's pretty cool. We should have a layout contest to see who has or can make the best layout on live stream. Huh? Well, mine pretty much ends right here. I mean, I do have a full loop around on the main level, but I don't really have much other scenery. Not much. I would probably vote for Daryl, at least at this point. the guys I know that live stream, because his is not only is it awesome, and this isn't the only reason I would vote for it, but his is pretty much the most complete um, as far as that kind of stuff goes. I know like Lee in the infield in the loft. I think Digger Evans. There's a bunch of guys overseas that have a lot stuff pretty well done. Artie as well. I mean, his what he has up is pretty well complete, I believe, as far as scenery and that kind of stuff goes. Thank you, John. Thank you. It's an interesting idea, without a doubt. I would definitely throw my hat in the ring for it. But yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't have a ton scenic. You know, I have a whole nother layout to build still. Once I get to start building the top level. I was thinking about that the other day, just how tiring that sounds. Just have to lay all that track again just for mainline. So it's literally like building another layout. It's a good problem to have, believe me. I'm not complaining, but it's just getting myself motivated to do it. And that's why I think I was starting to lose my mojo. I was talking to Daryl and Jason and a few other guys already about it behind the scenes, and my eyes are bugging me. Just I got to get my enthusiasm back and my mojo back. I think I don't know. Joe Rader too. Damn, Joe. Sorry. That's it. Yeah, I'd probably go with from layouts. Yeah, Joe's is amazing. And to see it in person was just phenomenal. So he is. Yeah, geez. How can I forget your layout, man? I'm sorry. Jim Tedesco. There's another guy. He's got a lot of his scenery done, and he's over, but other so many. And sorry, I love his logo, anyways. It's very simple, but it's bold and I love it. The coffee too, nice and bold. Got a little sweet taste to it. The pecan and honey, or the caramel, superb. So, yeah, Rick too. Rick too. So yeah, I mean, it would be an interesting contest for sure, no doubt. George over at Florida Railroad Dog. Um, I know Jason isn't like got his like loop around or anything like that, but what he's already done is really he's kind of like me. He's like in process. I'll knock all this stuff off of this table. I'm telling you. And what he's done so far looks amazing too. So it'd be a hard one to judge. Yeah, let's see. Good morning there, buddy. What's up? What's going on? I just right now I'm just trying to get my mojo back, trying to get building. So where am I? Am I missing any comments here before I start messing around? Pecan. You say what you want. Where are you from? Florida? South? Hey, Fred. Where are you going? Fred E. There you are. Fred's another one. Fred's Texas layout's pretty well done, but he's working on that new one up in New Hampshire. So this would be another one that'd be hard to judge. You guys down south drag out every word, man. It takes so long to listen to you guys talk. Just teasing. Yeah, what would be fair. Some people have been working on their layout for years versus newly built ones. Those who are retired have more time than ones who have jobs. Well, that's true. I mean, maybe we'd have some categories. Yeah, we're all like live streamers say, but maybe like some that are more finished, some that are not. Maybe a retiree kind of category, non-retiree. I don't know. It would just be fun, anyways. It's not 95% done. Can't find motivation finish. Talking about the one down there in Texas. Fred, I know, man. I know. Flooding. Who's flooding? What did I miss? Oh, no, I didn't know your basement flooded last week. Well, we've had some water down here in the 15 years I've been here, probably 6, 7 times. Knock on wood, once they replaced the road a couple years ago, I haven't had as many worries because they upgraded the sewer system. I think that's what it is. It was all rainwater, storm water, thank God. Um, so, but I've learned to keep everything off the floor that's in a box. Anything that's on the floor is in like plastic tubs, stuff like that, so they don't get soaked and, I don't lose anything. It doesn't get that high. It gets, it's enough to do damage, but railroad enthusiasts had talked about doing a contest to see who has the best layout, like among live streamers or YouTubers. Like in our community, there's so many people that are not in our community. If you guys stop and think about it, we're really a small group compared to some. Well, Rick, hope we got all that cleaning water cleaned up and you're doing okay over there now. Okay, Goldfish, you have a good day. Keep that snow up there by you. Appreciate the offer, but I'm going to pass on that. Coming to get some. All right, Tammy, take it easy. I mean, that's true. It's a cool idea. We'd have to, if we ever seriously wanted to do it, we'd have to make some categories, I think. Um, that's true too, Anthony. You got a nice layout as another guy. There's so many. It'd be so hard to do it. It'd become, like you said, kind of a popularity contest. In that case, I would win. Not. And and that's unfortunately with a lot of different things in life. It's just the way it goes. I mean, that's life, man. Any motivation, just no money. I'll tell you what, this ain't cheap for sure, as you know, but I did sell a bunch of stuff off a couple weekends ago, and not that I got rich off it, but I made a few dollars and to allow me to kind of move forward a little bit. And Joe is retired, so you're more of a fixed income than myself. But I get that. The motivation for me has been more like, what do I want to do next? Like the ideas and the creativity just aren't flying. They're just not coming along. We lost power last Wednesday. Didn't have a battery backup. Had to go buy a generator. Didn't have power for 5. Oh man. Yeah, few summers back, I ended up buying a small generator. I think we talked about this before. It was summertime too, and I was losing power. It wasn't even so much to run the air conditioning and all that stuff. I just want to be able to have the refrigerator plugged in more than anything else. Maybe a lamp or two, but mostly that refrigerator, freezer, so you don't lose all that food. That's just so much money to lose, And to put it in, you can take it out and put it in coolers keep it from going totally bad. But then you're gonna have to cook it all because it's all thawing out. If you keep it on ice, it's not gonna stay frozen like it should. So yeah. Oh, no joke. Well, at least you know the mistakes you made and the mistakes you want to change, and you're doing a great job on that one up in New Hampshire. So you're learning up there too, Fred. So I'm sure it's not your first layout, anyways. But it's been a fun layout to watch. I'll tell you what, especially all your little series that you have going on. Hey, H&H Express, how you doing? Good to have you in here. Kind of getting behind on the chat again here, guys. That's not a bad idea. And you know what mine would be? I'd probably add some more detail to it, but it would be this scene here for sure that you guys are looking at. So, but that, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Stormy Sky, good morning. Can't sit too long this morning. It's okay, Steve. Appreciate you coming in. I don't know how long I'm going to be on this morning. I want to get to working on this area. I'll quit talking and show you what I'm talking about. Gerald, good morning. Quebec province in Canada. All right. I see CN locomotives there in the picture. Tell you what, I've been digging that more and more. I don't know much about the Canadian railroads, but no, not really an announcement of a contest, just an idea. It'd be kind of cool to have like just a layout judging kind of thing. Who has the best layout. And again, it's going to be, hard to do that, but train fund winning the generator. Yeah, but in the long term, it's for the trains. Keep that sub pump running. I'm assuming that's why it flooded. Pump went out to keep you from having the basement flood and your room thing. Yes, you would. Thorough would win the best makeup tutorial. I was going to do one in February, and I haven't really done anything, Gerald. That's kind of why I haven't, posted anything. I just really haven't done anything new. Some little tinkering around on the workbench with some decoders and that, but, it's like, I guess I could just come on and say I haven't done anything if you really want to see the same thing, but that's kind of why I haven't done one. I don't know. And again, like I said, I'm just really trying to get my motivation back. I know it may sound silly to guys. I mean, I got all this room and all this to work on. I think it's just almost too much. I can't focus in on anything to where I want to go and what I want to do. Let's see. I think there's some about grandkids back here. Grandson here. Where'd they go? Yep, grandson's here. He's got to head off. Okay. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it. Hey, Randall. Hey, you know what? Yours is another guy. You're another guy I watched kind of early on, and just for ideas and just because it was pretty cool to watch and you had good content. And yeah, I should. I don't know. I haven't watched Boomer lately. I don't know why. I'll be honest with you. I haven't watched a lot of train stuff lately. I try to keep up with you guys, but I just don't. I don't know. Seems to be the one again that made you an edition of Cowcatcher magazine. Oh, no joke. Okay. I'm gonna check that magazine out. Is that like an online thing, or is it a paper publication too, or magazine? I mean, okay, it'd be kind of cool. All right, that'll be a fun stream to watch. Oh, Jesus, God, I can't stop yawning. I'm boring myself to sleep. Everybody builds their own layout, and your own is always the best. Yeah, I definitely like my layout, but I definitely enjoy others. I'm inspired by others, what they've done. Yeah. Did Artie put on makeup and I missed it? Boy, that'd be one hell of a looking woman. Not that I would be either, but man, this is some good ass coffee. Right. Agreed. Giant trains down here on the Thayer sub again today. Guess they had maintenance window open up. It's when I get the creative an idea, and I can see the vision. You guys know how it is. It's putting it on paper, putting it on the going. Sorry, guys, again with this internet. Um, but yeah, I mean, I spend all night doing it. It's just getting the ideas to come. Seems like I have too many things in my head, and I can't seem to focus on any of it. All right, Daryl, thanks for popping in. We'll maybe talk to you later on or something. I don't know. Somebody said you gave Daryl a run for his money. I thought that I missed something there. Jason, can you pick my signature scene? Yeah, maybe we'll see you on Jim's channel tonight for his show. What are you working on tonight, Jim? Anything interesting? Anything special? Yeah, absolutely. Jesus. If you hit 400 subs, you'll do a contest too. All right. Sounds good. I haven't done a contest in a long time. Yeah, I have to look at that. See about subscribing to that maybe. Cowcatcher magazine. Model Railroad News. I gotta be honest with you. Even back when I used to read the magazines more, I was more Model Railroad Craftsman. Is that the one? That's what it was. It had like the yellow uh, logo, black and yellow, black writing with yellow over the Model Railroader. I used to get them both, and then I quit getting them. Then my wife got me Model Railroader a couple years back when I first got back into this. I really found that I wasn't really spending a whole lot of time reading it. It wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of get some ideas again, pick one up here and there. Joe Collector magazine. Okay, never heard of that one. What catches less mainstream and more about the modeler than the manufacturers? Yeah, it's kind of what I noticed about Model Railroader for sure. There's more ads and stuff in it than anything else, and like you said, kind of propping up the manufacturers more. Hey, New Ferris, Stan, what's going on? All right, you big goof, go to bed. Go get the teeth fixed. Damn it. Thanks for stopping in, though. So, anyways, going back to what I was saying originally about working Tuesday, but now I have a 4-day weekend. So, I'm going to make use of this 4-day weekend. So, I'm not going to stay on here forever today. I know I used to go really long on these shows and kind of been trying to cut it back to an hour, hour and a half, just because, I want to make use of my day. Not that I don't have fun doing this, don't get me wrong, but that double breads and falsing on a personal level is inspiring and shows how much time and passion you put into it. Don't lose that passion. Yeah, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stay enthused and move on, move forward. It's that idea came to me, and then I knew that was going to be a signature scene of mine, and just the way I built the bench work down like that, I knew that that's what was going there. So I already had that in my head, and everything else is kind of tentatively drawn out. But I don't know, just moving forward with it and making it happen. Mike, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Oh, that's another thing, John. I just don't want all those magazines. What are you going to do with all those magazines? Nobody wants them. I mean, most of them. I mean, they're just, I don't know. Like what I would do, I would read through them initially, year over pages that I wanted to go back and look at. The second run, if I decided I wanted to keep it or maybe model or something I saw, I would tear the pages out and kind of just keep them in a folder. But even that got to be a lot. Doing nights now. Okay, you're back to work. Well, it's good that you're back to work. All right, Jason. Thanks, buddy. Talk to you later. Let me go back and look at the old stories. Yeah. I mean, I just don't want to have all those hanging around. I think if you're a member of the Model Railroader, you can get the online version, and you can, I think, go back in the archives. I think. I feel like you can not have to have those. Although it's kind of nice to look at the magazines and actually see the pictures up close, but I don't know. I guess it's each their own. And yeah, Digger, I bet all the old prices. Go back and look at top of the line locomotives for 30, $40, $100 for like your brass stuff. Not $100, but you know what I mean. Even your brass stuff wasn't, the prices if you look back on them. Of course, it's all relative to the inflation and all that kind of stuff too. Hey, Mystic. There you are. Yeah, it is hard to throw them out. I I finally did. I had to clean up down here, and I just had a year or two worth of those magazines. And I'm like, I don't want to throw them out, but I did. And I get that too, John. To actually hold the magazines. Okay, so Joe Rader, like I was saying earlier, has an awesome cement plant. The original, I think, basis of that was the Walters Valley Cement Kit. It comes with silos and like 3 other buildings, and it's a big kit. So originally in the area I'm going to show you, I was thinking about doing that refinery. I've heard nothing but grief about that refinery to build it. Joe has done an amazing job on his refinery as well. Go watch his stuff if you guys don't. Spread that, share his channel, spread that around. He's very good at what he does. His layout runs very well. And he's just an all-around good guy. I mean, nice guy. And I enjoy watching his updates and stuff when he puts out videos and all that. So anyways, I kind of decided that maybe I don't want to do the refinery. After all, it was just an idea anyways. I've never been a big refinery guy, but I have a lot of tanker cars and stuff. So I thought, well, let's look at doing that. After seeing Joe's cement plant, I knew I wanted to build a cement plant. I used to drive a cement mixer back in the day, that kind of thing. So let me see if I can switch up the cameras here. All right. Oh, train. This is actually the end of my peninsula. Let me actually I'm going to hold this other camera up so I can kind of move it around a little and kind of give you guys a better idea. So I'm going to try not to make you sick. Oh, I'm already making you sick. So here's the end of the peninsula here. Here's me. I'm sitting at my workbench right here. So end of the peninsula. I don't know how far I could come back with this. Let me click out of here. All right. So you're coming around from the yard over there. It's going to be on the other side. And then I'm thinking on this area and looking down, there's a turnout right about where those hoppers are, and that temporary, I just laid down some cork, temporary, just a strip, just to get an idea where the radius would be. Then back here, and you can see down there, there's another background building. There's a little room to put some background flats. And here's the thought about taking the line back that way. To an industry here, maybe a little industry there, just to have some extra switching out. The train had to come in at a very inopportune time. So it gets kind of narrow as you go here between the track and the wall. So I can't go too much further past here. But I'm sorry, I can't really see the chat at the moment. Okay. And then, so the silos will go kind of where those cars are. The conveyor goes across the track to where the actual plant is, and the plant will go to that direction. Kind of can see the base plates laid out back there for that plant. So you come in off of that switch there, come in, it would switch back that way, and then this way there'll be 2 lines that will run between the silos and the plant. Thinking of bringing a line around here. I'm able to keep a 26-inch radius pretty much. Take that in to where the yard comes. So kind of would come out of the yard, sorta. around, so you basically be able to access it from either direction. Yes, Heath, it is my layout from a different view. This is where I sit at the workbench. So I'm sitting here, a messy workbench computer, and this is the end of the peninsula here. You guys are usually seeing it from this angle. You're looking at me from this angle with the camera on the workbench. I have set a camera up over there near where that barn is to show you an angle from that direction, looking at the bridge from that direction. Once it goes around the corner there, this is not going to be long enough to go too far, but it will go, there's my green silos on the other side there. So there's an aisle between the silos and the peninsula there. Anyhow, so this is not really a double main. Here, this is a passing line off of the main that goes around and into that yard. So there technically will end up being like 3 tracks here. So I don't know how well that's going to look. I'm going to get with Jason later, see if he has any ideas. Another buddy, Chris from the Tennessee River Union. He's had some ideas. Hey, Darren. Morning, buddy. Oh, thanks, Bernard. Well, this in the middle is I did 2x4s because it's supporting the second level up here. I had to tie it into that beam, and then this is kind of janky, but I had to tie the end of this in to keep it from being wobbly. But all the bench work underneath, you can't even see I got so much crap under. This first level is all done with just angle brackets, heavy duty angle brackets. The peninsula itself is on legs, a table. I'll show you all my junk underneath, kept it about a foot off the ground in case it gets water or anything. But I have some storage under there. And this is the only other area. You have your aisle down the middle. It comes up and around. More bench work up there. This area here is a solid table. And I built that kind of heavy one. I got my kid's drums under there for now. Eventually he'll get those back and I'll have some space. Nice drums over there. Pearl. But I wanted this heavy duty because here's my swing gate that attaches. So I needed to have something solid for that. And with the new floor down, I did not want to tie into the floor. So that's why a lot of this is on the wall. And where'd you go? You could put silos on one side of the tracks. Like over here where those cars are, on the front side of those cars. It's kind of how the directions have it. Let me see if I can pull those out. All right. So the wall, there's instructions. This is probably how I'm going to basically build it. A setup like this. And that's basically what I'm looking at. So you got the silos on the one side. I'll have 2 tracks running between. I don't know if it'll be that wide in between those two, but it's just their drawing. And you got 3 buildings. I'm not sure if I'm going to use building 3 or not. I think I will, but I'm not 100%. So you kind of imagine that. And look at it there. That's basically what I'm kind of looking at. Joe's is more in line. Joe has like everything on that. He's got the asphalt plant. He modified all this to be part of the concrete plant. The Glacier Sand Company. And the actual ready mix plant. I have all 3 of those myself. Plus, he's used some Pike stuff kits. I'm telling you guys, you got to go look at his layout for it. Sorry, I keep moving this camera. But yeah, I think the silos on the front side of those cars with the conveyor going over the tracks, and then the buildings being against the backdrop would look good. Might still have room up in the front of this curve. What I'm debating is the track work. I could just come in and switch, from one direction. But if I'm going to go back towards the other direction down there, I would need a switch to go back. I don't know if I'm going to need like runarounds or what. So I think I'm going to Jason is going to pick my brain on that. It's a big kit, no doubt. Comes in a big box. But you know what? That kit's, I got it for around $89, plus tax. I bought it at a hobby shop. I've seen it more expensive. I've seen it less expensive, but with shipping, it kills you because it's a big box. But you get the silos in like 3 nice sized buildings. So you're getting like 4 buildings in that kit. And you can modify it to whatever else. If you go and look at Stephen Bennett's channel, he didn't use it as a cement plant. He used it just as some kind of industry in the back of his yard on his layout. He did a whole video on how to modify that kit and all kinds of stuff. So while I don't have the link to post, you can use that for whatever, man. If you have some vision on that. Let's see. So that's what I'm working on. I think I'm going that route here. I am going to go that route here. I just have to figure out the track work. Does it make sense to come from the yard over there or not? It was going to be, you can see through there. You can see where the ready mix plant is. The blue and white stripes is the glacier sand, and the brown silos was the asphalt plant. Yeah, and Joe has the Medusa plant in there. He's got these 3 plus some. I think you have a couple of the different kits, a couple of each of those different kits, not the ready mix, but the other 2, and the Medusa cement. And then I think you put the MAC Pike Stuff kit in there. I think it's Mac Industries or something. He put that in there. Go look at that, man. If you want to see a cool area, man, just the way he did it, it's pretty amazing. It was inspiring enough for me to go buy this kit and make this a whole bigger industry than I had planned it. Hey, Eagle Creek. Ben, what's going on? That was a good stream you had the other morning. Was that Sunday, I think? Or here it was Sunday morning. I don't know. I think you were in the afternoon there. But yeah, anyway, I was going to do that all over here. But my yard is in this area behind the wall. This camera won't stretch over there, so maybe I'm going to try. I don't think it will. I think I'm just going to keep that as my Crooked River and Eastern yard and leave it at that and put like some engine facility in there maybe, or do maybe a background industry against the wall, something just simple. But anyway, so that's what I'm kind of looking at here. I'm hoping to get done over these next 4 days, or at least get a good jump on it. I'd like to at least have the track work and stuff in. I'm gonna make you guys sick as hell with this. Track work and that kind of stuff figured out, and kind of go from there. Like I said, I do want to have a line coming back, and this is just a place setter, but it's a background building. But I'd like to have something back here, maybe another building here, a couple industries just to switch out, make this kind of an industrial switching area. Because down here, oh crap. Down there in the corner there's another switch. See if that looks good. Yeah, right there where the trains are passing, there's another turnout, And that's going to go down in that corner. I was going to probably do my scrapyard there. And then maybe come back towards me as well. Hey, plumber, good show last time. I was exhausted. I didn't say a whole lot other than hello to people. It looked like you guys were having a good time. Sorry I didn't stick around. See, Fred, I'm starting to pop some ideas out there. Again, it's the track work. I overthink everything. I don't want to be laying track and tearing track up because I goofed it up. Yeah, well, it was Sunday morning for me, Sunday afternoon for you. It was good. It was a good stream. You should do that. You should make that kind of a thing. I mean, not every week, unless you can. I mean, I know you got kids and everything, so. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I was gonna maybe go down there and do my ed scrap where we scrap your crap. I had that on the old layout. I wanted to make it bigger, a little more. And Gardens here at the Civic Center, West Plains is tomorrow and Saturday, and the club will be there. All of a sudden, I had a train that decided it wanted to not run anymore. Not run, it derailed. This thing's been going around for how long? Today, since I've been on. That makes no sense. Sorry, guys. Skill trained couplers, man. You gotta love them. Why is this coming up? Really? Grr. Damn it. That don't make sense. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So I know I got behind there, but definitely kind of getting some ideas. Got some ideas flowing. Just want to get that track work, and I'm not 100% prototypical. But I want it to work, right? Of course, obviously. And I want it to be. Listen, on my old layout, I had to switch off the main lines constantly, block up the main lines. And I get it. They do that sometimes. but it just got boring. Boring. Pulling up, packing in. I wanted to be a little bit more of a switching puzzle, maybe. What the hell? I froze up. I don't know if I froze up or what, guys. All right, Joe. Maybe I'll hit you up on the email. Get some ideas from you. Hey, Roy. Teen Man, what's happening? Sorry, I don't know if I was freezing up on that camera down there or what, but so yeah, I'm starting to get some ideas flowing. Started to work on that farm area a little bit. I'm not sure about everything on that yet, so I just want to move along somewhere else. I'm going to jump around, I think, just to kind of keep things. As I get an idea, I'm going to move around to it and work on it, I think, because I think that's going to be my best way to go. And then, like I said, that track work in that area, I just want it to be a little more interesting. I don't know if it makes sense coming out of the yard like that around the corner. But what time is it? Let me what the hell? All right. I don't know. I'm going to attempt to do something here to show you more. I don't even know if I'm on anymore. Like, this is just getting kind of frustrating here. All right, I don't know what the hell's going on with this.